This training video is about moving large numbers of files to Workspace in one easy step. This example will move .wav sound files because I also want to demonstrate how the import process converts .wav files to MP3 files for my talk. In this example, notice that I'm using Windows, not a Mac. I have Workspace open, and I also have Windows Explorer open. If you look at Windows Explorer, you'll see that I have a directory, and the directory is called Sound. It has 4 subdirectories: Miscellaneous, Test 1, Test 2, and Test 3. The test directories, 1, 2, and 3, each have WAV files in them. You can see that. So let's zip them. I'm going to put my cursor on the sound file, the directory. I'm going to right-click. I'm going to choose Send to, and then I'm going to choose Compressed Zipped Folder. You'll notice now that there is a new directory called the Sound Files Zip. Now let's move the sound file zip over into our library. First, I want to go over to Workspace, and I'm going to select the private library. Now that I've selected the private library, I want to click the audio video filter, and you'll notice that once I click that, it will only show AV files. Notice that there is no sound directory. Now I'm going to go to the bottom and I'm going to select Add Media. See the drag multimedia files here? This drag and drop functionality only works on Windows. Mac users should consider putting their files on a thumb drive and borrowing a Windows computer for their one-time mass updates. Back to Explorer. Let's grab the sound file zip and drag it into the multimedia area. And you can watch, you see the sound file zip is now in the load area. Let's select Upload. The amount of time that will take will depend upon the number of files that you have. Now we're going to wait for that to complete. You'll see that the Add Media dialog box has closed, but there's no sound directory. So let's press Refresh. That's the refresh key on either your Safari, your Firefox, or your Internet Explorer. You'll notice that libraries are loading with the sideways barber pole. Once they load, we should be able to find the private library. Let's select Audio Video. And notice now that you have sound files. Let's double click, and you'll find that you have the directories as you had them in Explorer. You'll also notice that the files are now MP3 files, which are the type files that we've converted them to for use in my talk. You still have the original waves on your computer. So let's create a new board. I'm going to change the number of columns to 3 columns by right-clicking in the bottom right of Layout View. I'm going to add a new cell. Now that it's created, I'm going to make a child or linked board. I'm going to change the number of columns to 3, and now I'm going to add enough cells to fill those 3 columns. I'm going to grab the AND MP3 file, drag it. I'm going to drag the AS file, and we'll grab the daytime file. And those audio files are now located on your board. Press play. That's all there is to it. You can move thousands of files in one easy action. The time it takes depends on your internet connection. And remember, it works for images, photo or symbol, audio or video files. Whatever files you want to move to my talk.